Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we are back for some Monat training because why not? This is a lady that I believe I covered a few weeks ago. She has been doing these calls with like her new recruits where they're launching the business. So I thought it'd be fun to watch another one because the last one was a little bit sad to listen to because the lady was really excited and brainwashed, and yeah, I don't know what this one's gonna look like, but it is 27 minutes long, so we might be here for a while. So we're just gonna get into it. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you'd like to support my channel. That's a nice free way to do that. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. I do appreciate you guys, and let's just get straight into it.
This again. Oh my gosh. So I've been doing Instagram lives for 5 years. Never had the message that somebody can't join on because they don't have the latest version of Instagram. So word to the wise, if you're somebody that does lives, make sure that whoever you're doing a live with, that they have the most updated version, or that you have the most updated version before you go live. So who knew? You know, Instagram likes to...
I mean, I work in tech, so maybe it's common sense for me, but like you should always have all of your apps updated because yeah, sometimes functionality can be affected with you not updating your apps regularly. But maybe that's not, like I said, I work in tech, so maybe it just makes sense to me, but always update your apps.
Now, praise the Lord, we are on the right track. It's a Friday morning for sure. Yay!
Hi!
Oh my gosh. Don't you love technology and Instagram?
I love how the doggo was happy as well.
They're just like, nope.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's life.
Once you think you have it figured out, yeah, they throw us a little curveball, that's for sure. Well, I just love having you on, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you don't mind, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, you know, where you're from and family and all the things, and then we'll kind of talk more Monat here.
Okay. Well, originally I'm from, but I've lived in for, I think we moved here when I was a teenager, so quite a long time now. But my roots are still there. You know,
you've got that a little bit. I love it.
Yeah. But I've got 4 kids, but I'm really in lots of transition life. I've got 1 kid that's married and, you know, lives in another state. I've got another kid that's going to college in another state. And then I have 2 that are home still. So just lots of that kind of thing. So.
And that's one thing that we've talked about. Your schedule is very, very busy right now.
Yes. I'm back to chauffeuring. Sometimes I feel like it's like the umbilical cord. It's like that came back and I was like, I should be at the school at 3 o'clock. Like, I haven't had to do that for a while because I had a driver.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know. Definitely in our taxi cab season, that's for sure, with all the things and being in all the places. Well, if you don't mind telling everybody, you were thinking about starting a business with Monat. What kept you from, you know, what made you kind of just sit there and wait for a little bit, and then what made you finally pull the trigger and go for it?
First of all, I would say time. I just was not really, it just didn't occur to me that I would be a person that could start a business, or that I had really the time. But my career has changed a little bit in the last couple of years, and I've seen what I can do for other people, and there's no reason I can't do that for myself.
Absolutely. And you have a background in working with small businesses and all of that, which is just incredible. That's perfect. You already have the skill set.
It's just different when you apply it to yourself.
Yeah.
So, but this summer we also show livestock on top of all the things. And it was my daughter's senior year and she wanted to go big, and we did. And I had let my market partner renew a lapse. And so I thought, I'll wait till the fall and then renew that. And in the fall, my person that I had signed up with was no longer didn't come up, but you did. And so we talked about this the other day, or messaged about it. I went to your pages on social and checked you out, and you seem to be legit and like local, you know, local enough to where if I wanted to meet.
This is the exact same thing. If you missed the previous interview with this lady, it's the exact same thing. She asked very similar questions last time, and the lady was also older, and she was saying the same stuff. Like, her answers were very, very similar to this. They saw her lifestyle on Instagram. She seemed legit. She's traveling. It's luxury, working from home. She's got all this freedom. And then they wanted to join. It made them want to join as well. Obviously, like, they're not going to be successful. None of these ladies that are it's already oversaturated by now, unless you have a big following on social media that you can recruit into your downline, or if you join early, which Monat is an old company by now, so the time to join Monat has passed.
With you I could, and meeting with you for me was more about business than even money, just because I wanted to be around other business women. I wanted to grow myself that way. And I really have been shocked in a good way. I can't believe how things have progressed in such a short time with the team, and how I don't know any of those women, but they really, they have already put into me more than, it's just been really, really cool. So
let's talk about that, because that was one of the things when you and I first started talking. So it's kind of twofold here almost. I want to point out that's why it's so important, if people are working this business or any business, that you need to make sure you have a social media presence. And if you don't, then you need to be working those relationships in person. So either way, if you're in a business and you're wanting it to grow, that's why it's so important, because people are always watching. People are always watching. People are always listening. And you never know who might need something that you can help offer. And one of the things that we talked about in the beginning was how you were interested in community. You were asking about like the team and how we get together. You were excited that we were local. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's like my favorite thing about this business is the community. So if you don't mind, talk about that a little bit about, you said like already the women, have been like cheering for you and everything. That's what I love about this business. I have friends all over, goodness, the world at this point, friends in other countries that I know I can message or text at any point and they will be there for me. And some of these people I have yet to even like meet in real life. But being around, you mentioned being around business-minded women. And that speaks to my heart, because the longer that I grow this business, the more I do notice a shift and a change when you sit at the table with women that are wanting to build a business, and how that feels like maybe sometimes a little different than traditional relationships that we have in our lives. So if you don't mind kind of talking about that, like what has it been being around the team? Why do you enjoy being around,
what does business-minded women even means? When you're in Monat, you're an independent contractor, so it's not your own business. It's not a bunch of women who are entrepreneurs. It's just not it. You're all independent contractors for Monat. So if you want to be an entrepreneur or have your own business, you're really going the wrong direction, because that's not what Monat is. Or joining any other MLM company for that matter. You're not a business owner.
Like-minded business women, how does that kind of feed your soul a little bit?
Okay, first thing, I was at a basketball game because I got a cheerleader and a basketball player in different schools, and so it's a big part of my life right now. But my college daughter is home, and she and I were sitting there, and I got to share with her. We had a team call. Maybe it was Monday, Wednesday. I think it was actually the Wednesday team call. And the gal that was leading that call, which wasn't you, which I thought was cool, because I think sometimes when we're growing in anything, we can lean on one person, but that is not. I've definitely already seen skills from my teammates popping up. So this gal that was leading the meeting, she said she wanted us to think about 2 things we wanted to do more and 2 things we wanted to do less. And so I did something that I normally wouldn't do. And my daughter looked at me and she was like, that was really bold. And I said, let me tell you about this lady. And shared, things for us to think about, be intentional about. And one of mine, they were almost the same, but one of mine was holding back, whether that be holding back ideas, holding back from saying something, holding back, and then shrinking myself so that other people in my presence are more comfortable. That's two things I want to do less of. And I did that last night. And I was like, and this is why. If I wouldn't have been in that meeting, not that I never would have done it, but I definitely wouldn't have been intentional about it. And if I can do it once, I can do it twice. And by the 10th time, I'll have moved on to a new goal. So feeding into me, that is just across the board, not business-wise only, but also personally, and just, growth in multiple areas.
This is great, but also it is sad to hear that this lady thinks that Monat and being in this MLM is something that's enabling her to make these changes and to be a little bit different. You can have good personal development, you can find it and develop. I don't know what the proper wording here is. I've been recording for a while, so I'm a little bit tired, but it's not like you don't have to pay that much money to be in this MLM, and you don't have to work this MLM biz for free in order to gain personal development. There's so many other ways that you can do this.
Yes. So
yeah, it definitely, like, we have more support to be ourselves, because the space that we have within our team specifically, and I'm sure it's the same in other teams as well, it's a safe space for us to show up and be us. And that's one thing that Brian and I talked about, is that you're not showing up. We're not mom, we're not wife, we're not teacher, we're not nurse, we're not boss, we're not all of the other like hats we wear during the day. When we show up with our team, we are just us, and we're so different, and we're so welcoming to everybody. And I love that. And it gives us that support system, that boost to feel like we have permission to go big or go home. Like you said, like be ourselves, lean into our truest version of ourselves, and know that we're flawed and we're beautiful, and it's okay for us to shine that light, and to keep shining it when other people might be uncomfortable by it. And that's okay. That we have a voice, and we have a lot of gifts in this life, and we're going to keep on doing it and cheering each other on at the same time, which is incredible. You were going to say something. What were you going to say?
Yeah. So also, I think there was another night this week, and it had to have been after the first, it was when this like most recent sale, came out, and I had messaged you in the morning, and I was like, I have worked for like an hour, and I just don't think that this is very good for me to put out. But my team, they're always talking, and one of the gals on the team in that hour had created 4 pieces of like marketing that were gorgeous. Like, I could not have done that. I don't care how many hours I would have tried. I'm just not there yet. And that just may be part of her gifting. So my daughter is actually an ad communications major at Iowa State. And she said, Mom, that's called marketing. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, she said, so basically you have a teammate, and you don't have to be a graphic designer.
Right.
And I was like, okay. I don't know what all that means. I just know that, man, the stuff that we can share is really nice for me. And I know that there will be a time where I'll be the person sharing.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. We all have strengths and weaknesses. I see, our teammate Stephanie is watching right now, morning Steph, and we all lend our strengths to each other. We all are understanding that we have.
You lend your strengths to each other, but you're at the top and you are making money based off of everyone below you's hard work, effort, everything that they do, you get commission from. You're lending each other strength and whatnot, but you're the only one profiting here. How many people are in your downline, and how many people in your downline are actually profiting? No one here is profiting other than you.
Weaknesses. And I think, was it Maggie maybe that shared, I can't remember which teammate it was, but to be in a community.
It was Maggie, and she said, oh, I just really like doing that. You're really good at it, Maggie.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got an artist eye for sure. And I love that we're in a community where we support each other. And that's not just our team, that's Monat, community-wide. You know, if I go to anybody, even if I don't know them well, and I say, you know, can we go on a live or can I ask you about this? Like, people are always so supportive and so helpful. I was reaching out to a sideline a friend of mine yesterday, Chrissy Brenner, and I was like, okay, you know, I just need to walk through this with you. Like, how do you say this? And, you know, and she was sending me ideas and I was sending her back ideas. And that's just so nice. Not that I haven't had that before, but it just definitely just helps you to be much more successful. It's not just you in that ring on your own. You are surrounded by, you know, an army of women.
Again, successful in what? Because the majority of them, people in your downline, are not making any profits. So like, what are they successful in?
That are always at your side. So I love that. Well, you have your product pack with you. Did it come yesterday or the day before? Because it came really fast.
It came yesterday, and by the time I got home, my stuff was all over the counter because my girls had already like ripped open everything because they wanted to see it. And I was like, guys, I had a plan, but
yeah,
you know, that's life.
Mail day with Monat. It's always a good day. Well, go ahead and show us. So when you sign up, guys, as a market partner, when you're ready to start your own business, you get the deepest discount. We get 30% off of everything always. At least 30%, because our flash sales are usually an additional 50 to 80% off more. You never have to sell. We have no inventory requirements. We have no quotas. The only thing we have at the end of a calendar or at the end of a 12-month period is a $50 renewal fee just to keep our market partner status. But that is like nothing compared to how much money we're saving on all of our products and our orders. On top of that, the flash sales have a lower threshold for us. So many times VIPs have to hit a flash or a threshold of $84.
So there is a fee to keep being a distributor, but I remember, what was it? We had a Monat training the other day, or the last week even maybe, where the distributor was saying that there are no fees at all. Once you join and buy a starter kit, that there's no fee at all. So she was lying.
Market partners have to hit that at 69. So this is another little bonus. But we have 10 different ways that you can earn income. So many different ways, which are amazing because they make it so attainable and easy for us to be successful, which I love. So when you sign up, and you can, if you're watching this and you know, Brian,
if it's so attainable and easy for everyone to be successful, why are the majority of people in Monat never making any profit? Please and thank you. I would love an answer to that one.
Right, go ahead and you can reach out to her. She is building her team. She is ready to enroll those customers. I am with her as well to help support her through that. But when she signed up, you just pick a starter kit, a product pack of products that are for you. So she's going to have all full-size products that are just for her in her house. We have incentives monthly about those. So she picked the product pack that was the right price point for her. It already came. I think she signed up on what, Saturday morning? Yes, it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Saturday morning. And the holiday too. Like we had like New Year's Day. That sucker was out. It was ready to go. But this month, the best part is if you're watching and you're ready to join and start your own business, you get $50 off product packs until January 15th. And the product packs have been redesigned. Now you get part of it where you can customize, which is really nice. So if it's a skincare one, you can pick the cleanser or moisturizer that fits your needs. Same with hair care. There's little bundles. They've just made it so much more customizable, which I love. But Brie is has a really great one as well. So she's going to show you the goodies that she got in her product pack.
Hi. Alrighty. So my first box came, and when I picked up these, I was like, wow, that's really heavy. I was thinking there would just be one thing in there, but there wasn't. So,
oh God, I was hoping she would not show us all these products, but okay, I guess we're doing it.
I got a full-size Monat Black, which sometimes I will use this, but my son uses it. This is his favorite, and it's a shampoo and conditioner in one. And the dry shampoo, which is their full size.
Yes, love our dry shampoo.
And the blowout cream, which is one of my favorite things. It makes your hair feel so soft and so pretty. So there's all that.
And that bottle lasts a full year for me. And I love it because I hate blow drying my hair. It cuts your blow dry time in half when you use that. Yeah. So if you're a busy mom, you're trying to get out the door in the morning, blowout cream for sure.
Yeah. This is the Revive shampoo. And
my absolute favorite shampoo.
The volumizing revitalizing conditioner,
Yep.
which these three things also I had to bring down out of my shower from this morning because I wasn't waiting another day to use it. So it was so nice. It was so nice this morning.
Maybe I missed the part where she mentioned, was she using Monat before she joined? Interesting, isn't it? Because she's saying these are my favorite products, but it's her starter kit, and usually people haven't used the products. Well, the people that we watch don't really use the products before they become distributors. So that's interesting.
Already been put to work.
Yeah. This is also something that's I really love this, and I still have this. I was literally squeezing out the last little bit of it. It's Rejuvenique oil, and it's a hair oil, but it's not.
Okay, so she was using the products before she joined. Okay.
Not like other oils. When you put it on your hair, it's so light.
Yes.
Like your hair is not going to be greasy at the end of the day. I have used this. I use this on my scalp. I use it on my hair. I use it on my feet. I use this. A lot of times it has a fragrance, but it's not like it will never make your skin burn. Like some things that you will do that will be like a hot, kind of oil. This is not like that. And this is a baddie right here.
That is worth $100 alone right there. And her whole product pack, the one that she picked, was $200. It was like $199 for hers, and she got that in there. But that oil, if you use Monat and you are not doing weekly oil treatments, folks, you are missing out. Like that is what's going to take your hair to the next level. And like Bryce said, you can use it for skin needs, scalp needs, hair needs. You can use it as a style finisher, like she mentioned, and just do a couple drops. But it's a dry oil. I remember I was born in the 80s, so I remember Alberta VO5. Remember those VO5 oil treatments? Yeah. They were so thick and gross. I mean, it was like, I don't know, it was like castor oil or something. It was so gross. And I would do that and I'm like, please try to make my hair hydrated. And it was just a mess. This is a dry oil. It smells like lemon.
Interesting, because I was using castor oil on my hair as well in the past. And I was also doing, what was I doing? Coconut oil as well. And it wasn't messy at all. And it even did, it made my hair a lot softer. But this was back in college when I completely burned my hair with bleach.
It's full of essential oils and amino acids. It's heavenly. It's so good. We put it in almost every single one of our products.
It really, really is. I love it. So.
Yep.
Okay, and then also I got this, which I didn't even realize when I ordered that product pack that this came until you pointed it out to me. And it's a little portfolio, which is something that I've been wanting. And I think that, so the products are great, and I use them and have been using them for a few years now. But as far as investing in yourself, that's a little piece of the product. And not that things make you better at all, but some things change the way you think about yourself. Some things kind of force you or give you the opportunity to step into somewhere that you haven't been before. And so I was talking to you and I was like, I would like something a little bit more professional than my little notepad over here. It came in my product pack. I didn't even know.
I know. And it's so nice.
Yeah.
I did not get that when I signed up. And I'm always jealous of all the girls that get that. I'm like, oh, I love it.
Okay. So let me show you. This opened up, has a couple of pockets, and they are filled with some informational things that you...
I mean, this top rep, you can see that she's done a few of these and she's just over it, but she's still doing it for whatever reason. I doubt that it helps.
Can leave for people who are interested after you read them yourself. So there's some of these things, and then a little thing about Monat gear and 10% off.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that was in there. Oh, I love our gear. All sorts of papers.
Yeah. I think this one is about kind of some of the opportunities that are out there.
Yep.
And it's nice to have that, to have it all the time, so you can just back to it. And then this is what I've been waiting on, my Smart Start book.
All right, I cannot listen about these products in the starter kit anymore, so I'm just gonna fast forward it a few minutes. So I fast forwarded to 25 minutes because yeah, they were just talking about the product. Let's just watch the last 2 minutes.
I've had short hair forever, and I wanted to take good care of it. I wanted things that were good for me because I want a long life. I want a long, healthy life. And so I want to make sure that I'm using things that are, you know, towards that goal. And so I wanted something that was natural, and I wanted something that was good for me. And so I know that I can trust those things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
so I mentioned earlier that I have completely burned my hair out with bleach when I was in college, and I also went through a phase where I just wanted to grow my hair out to have a clean, fresh start, healthy hair. It took me 2 years to grow out my hair, and then I cut it shoulder length because it grew that much. I was using L'Oreal, Garnier, everything that they like to talk crap about. I didn't do anything special really. I just stopped bleaching my hair. I stopped dyeing my hair. I just let it grow out. That's all I did. I don't think I used any special expensive product in order to help it grow. Stop doing any kinds of treatments on it, like the straightening or curling it up or whatever. And you're fine. You're good to go. Your hair is gonna grow. You should also cut it. Like, I should have cut it straight away, but it was way too short, so I let it grow until like it was shoulder length, the new hair, and then I just cut it all off, and then it grew really quickly from there. You have to cut off the bad parts, and you can use your regular drugstore shampoos and conditioners and hair masks, whatever you want.
And trusting it, and being a mom too, we don't have to worry about what the ingredients are. And it's funny because I feel like society catches on to things like a couple of years after we've been already talking about this and addressing it in Monat. You know, scalp oil has been around with us for 8 years. I've been using Monat for 5 years. We've been preaching the importance of weekly oil treatments for years and years and years. And now it's like, that's a trending thing. You see scalp oils and lots of other hair brands. But we were doing the same thing with dry shampoo for years and years. We would show.
Is it trending? Because I have not seen a single post on any of my social media about scalp oil. Also, dry shampoo.
You dry shampoos that we would light on fire. You know, they were all flammable, and then we would show you ours, and we were like, ours is not flammable. There's no, you know, propane, butane.
Remember the good old days of Monat hands trying to do experiments with fire and stuff in there? Oh my god, that was dangerous AF.
And talc, none of that in there. And now, lo and behold, unfortunately, there are lots of brands that there's this recall. Ours is not one of those. Ours is safe, which as a mom with little ones that are always running around, you know, if I'm spraying dry shampoo or hairspray or whatever in the bathroom and they're running behind me, I don't want them breathing that in. I don't want my children breathing in talc and butane, you know. I don't want flammable products on my hair. So I love that Monat is consistently, you know, high tech, high science, but plant-based and effective. And I feel like they're always, you know, 1 or 2 steps ahead of where the trends are going to be. And that we get effective products that are safe for us and our families. That's important because, like you said, we aren't getting any younger. We want to take care of the bodies that we're in. We only have one. And, you know, to have healthy hair that, you know, happens to look good and grow and all of that is just a nice little perk because we know we're taking good care of it. Absolutely. Well, Bri, thank you so much for hopping on. You guys, this was her first ever live, so give her some love. If you know her, maybe.
All right, well, that was her first live stream, and she did very well. She seems very comfortable in front of the cameras, but I feel sad for her because, like I said so many times in this video, she's not gonna profit, and she's spending a shit ton of money on Monat products, and the only person that is getting financial benefits out of this whole deal is the top rep. The sad truth about MLMs, isn't it? Anyways, I'm gonna wrap that one up here because I'm starving. Dinner time was like 2.5 hours ago. So thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you'd like to support my channel in a nice free way. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.